Hello and welcome back to another game from M212. My name is Marcus, but I'm not playing today. It's Andrew versus Basti for this game of Moonstone for the channel. So Basti has the trolls and the big guys, we'll call them, and that is Boulder, Dim and Dimmer, Bristlenose, Knoll, and Ribald, while Andrew is running Dominion Faeries, and that is Butterfingers, Wasp, Teetoe, Freya, and is joined by the Mortician. So we start with Boulder, who is going to Stone Song a Moonstone, and then mines. Butterfingers moves up and takes some steps. It looks like Dim and Dimmer gains 2 energy and then takes 2 steps. Wasp steps, moving forward to get into range of Dim and Dimmer. Dim and Dimmer takes a step back, and then Wasp moves forward again and tries to throw a javelin, looking for a green. But doesn't get one, so that's fine. We then go into Bristlenose, and Bristlenose is just going to move up and take some steps. Here he goes. Hey, dude. Excellent. After this, we are going to have Teetoe, and Teetoe moves forwards and takes some steps. Knoll jobs up and Trollish remedies on to Bristlenose, giving him the tough as old boots ability for the rest of the game, unless he already had it. Mortician is slow, moves up and takes 2 steps. Ribald is also slow, moves up and takes a couple of steps. Freya activates, moves up, double steps, and then the Fizzle Pops, Dim and Dimmer, 4, free some damage, hopefully. Pop and okay, going into the second round. And Basti goes first, and Bristlenose jogs forwards and jogs engaging Butterfingers, and Wasp moves in to engage Bristlenose. Bristlenose attacks Butterfingers and has to go for it, and in the end is a sweeping cut, dinks a sweeping cut, but because it is slicing, the sweeping cut still causes Butterfingers to suffer 3 damage. It's Wasp's turn, and he spends 2 to no longer be a weakling, so his damage will get through most, so he actually can make some attacks, and then it makes a series of attacks into Mistletoe, into Bristlenose, Mistletoe, and one of those hits hard for 6 damage, but another one is blocked by a low guard. Knoll activates at this point, and he's going to jog forwards and is going to remedy Bristlenose, giving him back all the wounds that Wasp has just caused. Teetoe moves up and grabs Stone, and steps back towards group while Ribald comes forwards using his energy to react to Teetoe's movement. Ribald at the end of this just moves forwards again, getting into engagement range for following turns. Freya activates and starts fizzle popping. First of all, heals Butterfingers. And then fizzle pops Bristlenose all the way back to the tree after getting a lie through as well. It's only once per turn. The gain extra energy ability. Hey. Dim and Dimmer unfortunately catastrophes at this point, and so takes damage and then just jogs up the pitch. I don't know why it hasn't bought an attack. Maybe he uses energy somewhere else. But my bad. I thought he would have had one. Maybe he loses it all. I'll read the card later. Butterfingers then starts fizzle popping at Bristlenose. Basti realizes that they have to just allow some of this damage to go through because otherwise the Bristlenose will be dead. And then Boulder grabs the stone and moves forwards. And Morty moves up doing some steps. Must have been outside of range of Butterfingers to do any healing. Okay, we're going into round 3. So round 3, Andrew does get to go first and goes with Butterfingers and starts continuing to fizzle pop Bristlenose, but does not get enough pink cards to complete the kill. He then keeps 1 energy for himself. Dim and Dim activates and gets a big old free energy at this point. Ouch. Oh, I've revealed what's about to happen before it happens. Here it comes. Big old free. Uh-oh. And so now starts buying attacks into Freya. So the first attack goes into Freya. The High Guard defends. Dim goes again. Wasp then pushes forwards to engage Dimmer and suffers 1 pierce and suffers 1 piercing damage. Teetoe reacts to get away from Dimmer, and then on the next attack, Freya is taken by Dimmer and put in his lunchbox. Removed from play, cannot be reanimated. Uh-oh. Losing the fizzle pop power of Freya, Teetoe pushes Ribald back free and then walks and takes a step. Ribald walks, steps, and buys an attack, and gets the high guard to do the signature move. Doing so this, even though Teetoe defends the attack, the damage from the explosion hits everybody anyway. Ouchies. Wasp goes and tries to take Dimmer out of the game. Dimmer is down to a single card. But if he has the falling swing, he might make lunch out of him anyway. Andrew is cautious of the counter. But the attack is enough to kill Dimmer on the second attack after a well-defended falling swing, meaning that Dimmer is taken out of action. Well done to Andrew and the Faeries. Wasp then moves to engage Ribald. We then have Knoll moves True Rollish Remedies and heals up Bristlenose another 5. Morty then moves forward and is not able to heal Teetoe after a hesitation. Boulder moves up and takes some steps. And then Bristlenose takes some attacks into Butterfingers. And my wording on here says, turns him into butter. And then moves up into engagement. We're going to round 4. Andrew goes first and activates with Wasp and tries to kill off Bristlenose but in the end of this attack, series of attacks, Bristlenose will still unfortunately have 1 wound remaining. Oh dear. Wasp unfortunately has a shield, which means that you cannot crit Wasp, which makes him quite difficult to get rid of, even for massive giants. At that point, I think Andrew should have gone for Ribald, but the problem was the damage wasn't on Ribald either. So there was never an easy way to put enough damage out onto any one specific model. Andrew, realizing he had one too many cards, takes a step to change positioning for the next attack. Basti at this point goes for Ribald and is lucky enough to get the High Guard. And so this means that the game ends as he does massive explosions, killing people all around him. And this allows him to win the game. And the game is won by Boulder, who is holding a stone. And so the game ends 1-0. A really good game between Andrew and Basti. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. If you enjoyed the game, please like. If you like, please subscribe. If you want to see future games, please let us know. My name's Marcus. This was Andrew and Basti. And this was Emma212. And don't forget to check out the information down below, as you can find out all about an event coming up really soon. And this will be at Darksphere in April, where you can come and play some Moonstone in a 4-round tournament. And that's 4 games of Moonstone on a Saturday at the end of April, the 26th. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.